Hola Conduit Stars, guys. Welcome back to another video. This one is actually going to be quite interesting. I never thought that I would show this on stream ever in my whole entire life career, or my whole entire YouTube career, or in my entire lifetime. But this has expanded, and I did plan this video beforehand. And just a little bit of a disclaimer. The only reason why I was in school because I don't feel well. The only reason why I wasn't in school is because I didn't feel well. Anyway, let's get back. Yeah, I wasn't feeling well. I still have a bit of a headache. I ain't gonna lie to you. And when they say when you do feel sick, do not go to school, kids. So if you feel sick, do not go to school. Do not. Do not go to school if you are sick. Absolutely do not. So in English, we are creating our. So there's this thing that we're creating our superhero. So what does that? So what does that mean? I'll explain it. So in English, in high school, college, I know that in America there are two different types, right? High school and college. One's higher than the other, right? Correct? If you know, but if you know, someone down in the comments down below, please. So in high school, in English, we are doing this thing that is specifically made, that we are doing a superhero and it is after us. So we have to come up with a name, and I'm going to be choosing a supervillain because I reckon supervillains are more cooler than superheroes, and they do have a lot more, and they are more powerful than a normal superhero. So this is actually going to be a quite interesting video, because on all your comments down below and my suggestions as well, you guys will contribute and give me some ideas for colors. I already have a few sets of colors that I'll show to you guys, but I need to go get it. So I do have it next to me, but this is going to be my next problem. So like I said, I do have it, but there's one problem. Looking at it twice, or looking at it again, because when I done it, it was on a Thursday, right? First period. So I thought I'll just get out these colors here, and that's what it looks like. So you have the one gold arm, a green arm, and you can see a little bit of an orange thumb there. And I've also got golden shoes. But I also thought of it. Should I go all the way up to where your crutch is? So should I go all the way up where your crutch is? Because I'm pretty sure that would be better if I went up to where my crutch was. And then speaking of that again, I think it would look better if it was where my crutch was. If I went fully up to there, so. So it's a bit of a problem on me trying to do this right now, because like I said, like you have the gold boots here, but that's my next problem. Is I'm thinking about going all the way up to here, drawing a line there, and seeing how this works out, because not this looks very good, because even this, like, I thought I would add in a little bit of a touch with what do you call it, with orange thumb, and then I thought that I would go for the style of golden green arm. Yeah, so I thought that I'd have a different perspective on this, and exactly I do. So now what I need is I need to come here and figure out what I'm going to stick there. So for this to successfully work, I need a color that goes down here and stops where this gold stops. So I was thinking about doing it on a live tonight and getting your guys' comments and suggestions if any of you guys could join. But the first step I'm going to be looking for is a good super villain name. So in order for this to work, what are good supervillain names? So I need a really good supervillain name in order for this to work. But if I can't get this to work, then how am I gonna get it to work? So the evil shadow. That sounds good because it hooks you in like that evil shadow, like he was going to be a shadow. The bloody creature. Ugh. The dangerous monster. The grand clown. So we have option A, B to Z. So I'm gonna read on the first names A to Z, and then on the last names Z to A, maybe. So first names we have the evil, the big, the mad, the dangerous captain, the ghostly professor, doctor, phantom, the brutal, the unstoppable, the brutal, the dark, the crazy, the diabolic, the poison, the crazy, the the crazed, the bloody, the dark, the dangerous, the rancid, the invisible, the black, diabolic again, diabolic, just diabolic, the mega, and the grand. So now this is last names A to Z. Shadow Knight, Tarantula, Skull, Mastermind, Wizard, Ninja, Devil, Freak, Breast, Beast. Correction. Criminal, Master, Menace, Child, Corpse, Slayer, Spider, Creature, Domination, Monster, Vampire, Mutant, Robot, Machine, Clown. So now this is going to be the first name and the last name together. So we have the Evil Shadow, the Mad Knight, the Big Tarantula, the Dangerous Skull. So I'm thinking about the Dangerous Skull or Professor Skull, because that sounds pretty good, like Professor Skull. I might use that one, Professor Skull. The Dangerous Skull, Captain Mastermind, the Ghostly Wizard, Professor Ninja, Dr. Devil, Phantom Freak, the Brutal Beast, the Unstoppable Criminal. I don't want my supervillain sounding like a criminal. Like, why would I want that? Like, being a criminal. Okay. The Brutal Master, the Dark Menace, the Crazy Child, the Diabolic Corpse. I don't want my person to be dead. I was born with this power. The Invisible Mutant, the Rancid Vampire, the Dangerous... Alright. The Poison Slayer, the Crazed Spider, the Bloody Creature, the Dark Domination, the Dangerous Monster, the Rancid Vampire, the Invisible Mutant, the Black Robot, Diabolic Robot, and the Mega Machine, and the Grand Clown. So I'm thinking about Professor Skull. That sounds like a really good name. So, name. We're gonna put in where it says name. And we're gonna put where it says name right there. So right there where it says name, we're gonna stick Professor Skull. But that is gonna be on live, so it's gonna happen live. If you can make it, make sure you hit me up on my socials or Discord, or type in the pod Discord to say that you can make it or not, or private DM me. And then I was born with this power. I was gonna say mutant, maybe. I was a mutant, like Professor Skull was. And then we have to make. And then this is the difficult part as well, because we have to make a fucking story about it. So we have to make a story about ourselves, which makes it twice as hard. But at the same time, it seems okay at the same time. So I'm not exactly too sure. But we have to write a story. So I'm just gonna say Professor Skull once had parents that were professors of a high school or something. And then one day they had a child which became the Professor Skull. Professor Skull then was born, and he grew up to be more evil than his parents. And on that, he ended up doing some diabolic things. So see, I'm already starting to get a drift or a headline about it. So I'm thinking about gonna take down some notes. So I'm gonna take down some notes, and that's gonna be the start of my story. I don't have my book, but I wonder if you can get a notepad through Google. Write my notes online. That's crazy. I understand. So there logos. I'm gonna do this on live too. So any of your guys' questions, queries, concerns. I'm up for open suggestions. If you guys want to change my name, if you have any good things to plan, I still need a logo, so a good supervillain logo. So maybe I'll put like a skull, draw like a skull, and put like Professor Skull. Maybe that would be my best bet to do. What's an alter ego?